Hey guys, welcome back to Puck Talk. Today we'll be talking about potential first round matchups in the playoffs and how we think each of them will play out. So let's do the Eastern Conference first, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, so the first matchup, Boston Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah, wait. So like the way we did it was like we just went off the standings today, right? We're not projecting.
Yeah.
yeah, we're going off of what it
So
is
like
as
this
of
is
right
based
now.
on March 10th, whatever the standings are as of right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah. So Boston versus Pittsburgh. I think
I think Boston just I think Pittsburgh can come out with like a game or two.
I
yeah.
But
think Boston in like five or six.
yeah,
Yeah.
Six is pushing
yeah,
it, but five.
Yeah.
like
I think that
Pittsburgh
makes sense.
sweeps one or two games and then Boston just dominates the others.
It'll
Yeah.
be fun to watch though. Bergeron versus Crosby. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That,
yeah, I think Pittsburgh's just a
I
roll.
think that was one of the easiest series to predict.
Yeah.
All
mhm.
right.
Now the
We're
Now we got the second one is gonna be a little bit different.
yeah.
How about we just go do from the wild card teams first? So
Yeah.
next
Okay.
is Carolina, New York, and then
All
we'll do
right.
the divisional lineups after.
Okay, let's go then.
Okay. Carolina, New York. Carolina easy for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
New York just doesn't have the scoring power to keep up with that team.
We're
I
talking
think,
Islanders, by the way.
yeah, New York Islanders, not
Yeah,
Rangers.
Carolina, New York Islanders.
I think the
Carolina is just
Islanders.
overall too good of a team.
Yeah, Carolina
I think
prefers to
Sorokin
lose
can
in the
steal some
conference
games.
finals. Huh?
I think Sorokin can still steal some games. He's a very
Yeah.
good goaltender, but like Carolina is an insanely good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just as a roster itself, you can just tell just by the depth, like Carolina's gonna outpace Islanders basically
Yeah.
every single game they play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't choke in the first round. They choke later. That's the
Real,
correct way of doing things.
Yeah.
real as hell.
As
Yeah.
of right now, that is true. Yes. All
Uh
right. So I think we're in consistent consensus on the first two picks.
yeah. Now New Jersey Devils, New York Rangers. That's gonna be fun. This is gonna be
This
good.
is where I'm gonna glue my eyes to the most in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Okay. So I think it will be New Jersey in six.
Same.
Bold take.
I'll go New Jersey in 7 though.
I honestly agree with the New Jersey in 7.
I think because New Jersey this has a much more filled out decor. They have good defensemen. Marino, um, Siegenthaler, Hamilton, all very well-rounded defense,
Mhm.
and their offense is one of the best in the league. Timo Meyer now, obviously Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier,
Their
all those
forwards
guys
are
contributing.
incredible.
I mean, New York Rangers have the goalie advantage, and maybe I'd give them the edge on the forwards, but the Rangers defense is not very good, and I think that will really drag them down. And Shesterkin can't carry like last year, so
If
that
the
matchup,
only way I could honestly see New York truly pull out is if Shesterkin starts playing like he did last year, which
Yeah.
is
yeah,
he's not at that same level, but who knows if he still might have that dog in him.
maybe,
Yeah.
but like yeah, I think it'll be New Jersey in 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think New York's defense is gonna let them down. That combined with the really, really bad defensive forwards in Kane, Tarasenko, and Panarin.
Yeah,
They're not gonna do the defense any favors. They're just gonna make it worse. And I think New Jersey will expose them.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah.
Let's go
New Jersey's a
Devils.
fun team to watch, bro. They got 4 lines and they attack you. They grind you down.
This is gonna be a
Mhm.
that's gonna be such a good series.
All right. Now the last matchup in the East, Toronto versus Tampa.
Just for laugh.
I want to leave you two to discuss this for most of
But I
it.
think we have our opinions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I think
Talk
it's quite
about it.
obvious. He wants Toronto, I want Tampa. So
I think Toronto either wins in 5 or loses in 7.
wins in 5.
Yeah, Tampa's on a
Holy.
Tampa is on a really big backslide. They don't have the defensive help of McDonough that they had last year, which was a huge difference in that series.
Yeah.
Game 7 was a big defensive battle, which Tampa came out with. But like Vazzy, he can steal a game or two, but the Toronto offense has just gotten so much better, in my opinion. Like either they win in dominant fashion, or they pull the same story and lose again. And
Oh, what a heartbreak.
I'm leaning towards the game 5 win, but I don't know about this team. But I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, well, my opinion is obviously Tampa wins, but I'd say the longer it goes, I kind of agree with you. The longer it goes, it benefits Tampa more. Because I
Yeah.
think the pressure in Toronto with the media and everything, that will grind down on them if it gets to game 6 or 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, Tampa has nothing to prove. They'll be way more relaxed in a game 7. Well, Leafs will be holding their sticks tighter and
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think this Leafs team genuinely just as a roster is better than the Tampa team.
yeah.
But Tampa knows how to play playoff hockey, and that's what makes it tough because they know how to win, what it takes to win in those situations. I didn't like the Jeannot trade, but he could be a good physical piece, and I think all in all, it's going to be a really good series. One of the best. Like last year, it was one of the best series in the playoffs all year long. It felt like a Stanley Cup final matchup or something like that.
For game 7, third period, I was pacing back and forth the entire period.
I was
me too.
laughing.
That's crazy.
I watched Morgan Riley score that goal. I was going crazy, but then Nick Paul came back tied up. Not tied up. He took the lead, and I was heartbroken. Nothing in the third period. Tampa blocked those shots, and I don't know if they'll have the same defensive play this year, because I think while Vazzy wasn't that amazing in that series, their defense really pulled through for them.
Yeah, Palat and McDonough's a huge loss.
Yeah,
you can't replace those kind of guys.
Exactly. Those are the heart and soul kind of guys of a team, and Tampa really took a loss on those guys, but they're still not a bad team. Like Kucherov's having a really good year. Point can score those clutch goals. He's got 41 on the year, so yeah, they've got a lot of pieces still.
I think Toronto's gonna have a more of a fight in them this year too. They know it's the last run with Dubas or their coach Keefe. If they lose this year, I think Keefe is gone for sure.
Yeah, Keefe is gone. Dubas is not getting extended. It's over. New group, new everything. There's gonna be a bare bones rebuild, or not a rebuild of the roster, but of the coaching staff and head office.
Yeah, so I think the players will fight for the coach.
Yeah,
but I do see Tampa winning still. I have faith in them. I can't just say they'll lose first round. After 3 cup runs.
Here's your outside perspective. All right, I think that the Leafs are gonna take it. In 5.
In 5, you agree with 5? Holy, okay.
Because let's talk about it this way, right? Yes, Tampa has more playoff experiences. That's very unfortunate. However, here's the thing: Tampa has in terms of how Tampa has gone through these years. This is a much worse Tampa team than it's been in the past 5 years.
No, okay.
Let's think about that. Let's just take that in really quickly. And Toronto has only bolstered their roster ever since last year as well. So one team in my mind has declined in roster, the other one has upgraded. And 2, if we're considering how the last series went, like Ali said, Vazzy did not play to his fullest. And honestly, who knows if that would be the same case or not. Because most of this is right on the fact that if Vazzy is up and running, then the series gets really competitive.
I mean,
how your defense is also looking right now, and also that you're on the slide. But that also might just be a Tampa thing.
I mean, you got your opinions. I can't change that, but as a Tampa fan, I can't root against them.
Yeah,
gotta have faith in them.
I know what you mean, but
I also kind of want to see it. I'm not a huge Leafs fan at all, but I'm not a huge Austin Matthews fan. However, I just kind of want to see them at least go to the second round at least once. That I can see in this.
I hope that happens too. I hope that happens too.
I think all Leafs fans have been hoping for that for a while now.
And also because I feel making it to the finals the last 3 years, 3 times. I don't know. I don't think I have the heart to see.
They have the most fatigue out of any team for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the heart to see 3 finals appearances in a row team beat a team that hasn't made it past the first round at this point.
I mean, Leafs find a way.
That's what you hope.
We'll see.
That's what you hope.
Yeah. See, okay. This is why we left the series for the end. But yeah, I don't think we can add anything else to what we said.
God, I hope that we do an episode immediately after the series ends.
Yeah. Closing thoughts for me. I think this Leafs team is the best Leafs team I've ever seen, and it's the best Leafs team we've had in honestly last 20 years. If it's now or never. And with these expiring contracts and everything, I think they'll have a fire in them to get it done. I think they'll think that this is our chance right now. The team we're facing is not at their best. They face a lot of wear and tear with their cup wins and cup runs. So yeah, the best opportunity they'll get is this year, and that's all. I think I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. This is by far the best Leafs team, like ever, or like in recent memory. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I think it would this is a peak. They're only gonna get worse. They're not gonna re-sign O'Reilly and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
all
they might resign O'Reilly, but they'll lose other pieces. Like, Bunting might not be back, or some other guy might not be back. Like, yeah, if you're gonna go for it right now.
yeah.
Now moving on to the Western Conference. First matchup that we see, Vegas versus Winnipeg, which is actually really interesting because those guys played in the conference finals 2018 when Winnipeg made that run.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Winnipeg Winnipeg has a big revenge story on Vegas, but I think it'll be a fun series. I mean, that 2018 Winnipeg team was better, but Vegas is quite good this year too.
I don't think I actually see a true world where Winnipeg would edge out like Vegas.
Yeah, I think Vegas will get Stone back in the playoffs too, right? Isn't that expected?
Ooh, yeah, no, I don't see a world.
The thing is,
this is the first year when the Vegas and the Golden Knights haven't bought though.
Yeah.
They usually buy like a big star at the deadline.
I think they're confident in this group to get it done, and I don't think they really need to buy anymore. I read somewhere
their team is still pretty strong.
I read somewhere that Logan Thompson actually faces the easiest shots of any goaltender in the league, so that defense is doing quite well.
Yeah, goalies just flourish in Vegas.
Yeah.
Remember the first year that they were in the league? Every single person they put in net worked out.
Yeah, I mean, Fleury won a Vezina with them.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, so the key for Winnipeg will be to get past that defense because I don't think Vegas goalies are amazing. You just have to find a way to crack that decor.
Yeah. And then on the other hand, Winnipeg's goalie is amazing and their decor is bad.
Yeah,
the opposites.
They need Hellebuyck to be a superstar to even have a chance in that series because their defense not very good.
Yeah. I think we all agree that Vegas would win.
I think Vegas in 6 would be an ideal
Vegas
answer.
In 5.
I think 5. Yeah, same.
I think Hellebuyck is the type of goalie to steal 2 games. So Vegas, the games don't really matter, but
I actually like the offense that Vegas does have, like their arsenal can just absolutely wipe that defense.
Huh?
Did Jets get swept by the Oilers? Or
No, Jets got swept. Jets swept the Oilers in the bubble year.
It was the opposite.
They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Huh, okay. Yeah. I don't know why my brain works like that, but whatever.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Dallas and Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Ooh.
I think with the performance we saw with Ottinger last year, I think Dallas could make it a 7-game series win.
I think it's a Game 7 win for Dallas.
I think if it goes to 7, Dallas wins, but if it's 6 games, Edmonton wins.
It really all comes down to Edmonton's defense. While it has gotten better, how do you plan to shelter your goaltender? And Dallas might be a bit fraudulent because they haven't been good against playoff teams, but Ottinger is the type of goalie that thrives under high-pressure situations. We saw in Calgary how amazing he was. Mm-hmm. And that was the best Calgary team we've seen in a while. I think that Calgary team was better than this Oilers team we're seeing right now. So, I mean, if Ottinger can shut them down, I think he shouldn't have a problem. Even he's in Vezina talks this year too. So, I mean, I think he's a really good option. I think it's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, I think McDavid will come out flying. He'll be rested, or at least more rested than he would be in the second round. I think he will put the team on his back and take them to.
I feel like that, he'll put him on his back, but I don't know how much. He is an insane player, but how insane will he? This is a series that will actually dictate how truly insane McDavid is, especially how he could be in the playoffs.
Last year, LA was not that big of a threat, honestly. They took that, that wasn't a big deal. And the Flames were injured. I saw that Markstrom had a hip injury. He played through that playoffs. Yeah. And obviously they got wrecked by Colorado, but I think Dallas is just a higher quality team than LA or Calgary last year. So I think if Oilers have to play anybody, I should hope that the Oilers play Vegas because I think they'd be a better matchup than the Stars because of the defensive composition and their goaltender.
Yeah. Whatever happens, it's gonna be a good series. Anytime McDavid's on the ice, it's a must-watch game, you know?
Yeah.
That makes it look good.
All right, so what are your final verdicts on the series? I think it's Dallas in 7.
Dallas in 7.
I say Dallas in 7 if it goes to 7 games, but if it doesn't, then Edmonton in 6.
All right, let's move on. LA Kings versus Seattle.
I gotta go with the Kings. I don't like Seattle's structure. They have no stars. That's my main problem with it. They just go 4 lines just attacking. I don't think that will be sustainable in the playoffs.
I think LA did not really address their goaltending problem as much as they should have. I mean, Korpisalo is okay, but he's like an okay backup at best.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a really great playoff starter. And Gavrikov was not a really good acquisition. I mean, in all metrics, he's been not that great, not worth a first rounder. He's like this year's Sherrod. So I think if Seattle can keep these finishing numbers up, they could easily take it. It just depends on how often the Seattle team can score.
Yeah. I agree with you on the goaltending part. I think they should have gone for the Coyotes goalie.
Yeah, Vegemelka.
Yeah, that guy. But that if they got a good goalie, I think LA would have been a conference final contender.
Yeah.
Right now, we're questioning if they were gonna make it out of the first round. You know.
Yeah.
I haven't really dropped the ball there.
I think Seattle. I think Seattle could easily win it in 6 if they had all their guys going. I mean, McCann emerged as a good contributor. Matty Beniers, I think, is their star. Not a superstar yet, but he's still a star. Yeah. And I think he can still contribute to that team. So Seattle is a very, very well-rounded team. That's what they have going for them.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of remind me of the Islanders in the past.
Really? Well, I think the Islanders are just very slow. I don't think Seattle is slow like that.
That's true. I mean more like the Islanders because they have no real talent for the talent to start. Like Islanders have Barzell, but other than him, they have no one else pretty much.
Yeah.
Just 4 lines rolling and they just hope for the best, you know?
Yeah. All right, so final verdict, I think Seattle in 6.
I think Kings in 6.
Seattle in 6.
Yeah.
And you have gone the opposite in all of these so far.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now the last matchup.
You're just gonna
go ahead.
You're just gonna look at the series. You're just gonna see how it progresses. You're gonna see how LA may have a better start than Seattle is. I can guarantee you that LA's gonna do better the first 2 games. But after that, I feel like Seattle will just find a way to just score because of the fact that the goalie in LA is kind of.
Yeah, and that team has a surprising amount of cup experience as well. Like McCann won those cups with Pittsburgh, I believe. They have Yanni Gord on that team. They have Grubauer on that team. Well, Grubauer didn't win a cup. He didn't win a cup, but he still made those playoffs. So they have a lot of guys who can get up and lead. While LA has those older guys, I think they're a bit too slow to really make that huge of an impact. While McCann, Gord, they're all younger players.
Yeah, LA is only a +8 in this season, and they're second in the Pacific. That's surprising.
Yeah,
that's insane. I don't even know how that works.
I think the Pacific is just really, really, really bad.
Fair.
Yeah. I mean, the West in general, I think.
Yeah.
Dallas and Colorado.
I don't see anybody except Colorado in the West really, pushing that far ahead against the Eastern teams.
Yeah.
All right, so the last series, Minnesota versus Colorado.
I think Colorado easily.
Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado in 5.
We cannot. I honestly have sweep.
Sweep, yeah.
I think we'll go to 5 games.
Yeah, I think Colorado in 5.
I think I don't know why. This is how I felt last year too. I think Colorado's gonna dominate.
I don't think they're trying in the regular season.
They probably will dominate, but Fleury's quite a good goalie, so I mean maybe he'll steal one game.
I love my country Fleury.
I've had my
you hate that guy.
Fleury. I don't like.
You have your gripes with him.
I say that his numbers are inflated by good defense, but
I mean Minnesota has one of the best defenses in the league, but That'll only get you so far against one of the best
You can't.
forwards.
You really can't just deny his stats though. And like how he's been playing lately, especially considering the
Marc-Andre
fact that
Fleury.
he has such good stats for having such a bad start to the season.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, he did have a bad start, but like, yeah, the Minnesota defense really improved, and I think he's just on a good team.
Yeah.
I don't think he's I don't think he was a really like insane goalie at his prime. Like he was a Price level, but he was still good.
Yeah, that's my entire argument. I don't think Fleury was ever an elite goalie. I just think he was behind good teams, right? Like
Yeah. Pittsburgh was loaded, like those guys. But yeah, I think Fleury steals one game, but like Colorado 5.
Yeah, I think Colorado's they have speed, they have the experience.
Yeah,
I think they aren't trying right now because
they have McKinnon, McCarr.
Yeah, they've dealt with lots of injuries. We'll see if the injuries continue. I don't know. Like I question Colorado's medical staff. Like they're consistently injured. Everybody on that team. It's crazy, but whatever.
All right. Well, if we have nothing else to add to anything.
Yeah, I think we're good then. Thanks for watching, guys.